Hi guys. So right now it is the middle of the night. I think it's around 3:30 in the morning. Um, as you can tell, I am wide awake, can't sleep. So I was debating on what to film right now, and I was going to tell a story, and then I was going to do a couple other things. But I decided that I wanted to show you my tarot cards. So I thought this would be a cool video. Okay, so I'm going to start off with the mini deck first. I've got it in this little pouch here. This one is I got this one probably sometime in the fall last year from a local shop. And this one is the mini Rider-Waite deck. Just a standard deck. So we got that one. Okay, and the next one we have, I believe this is the full-size version of that one. This one is in a piece of black silk. Now, tip for people who use tarot cards or practice, any type of like divination or anything like that, it is best to keep your cards or your tools in black silk. That way it repels any negativity and negative thoughts. So I'm pretty sure this one is the full-size Rider-Waite deck. And I've had this one since I was 14 years old. My mom gave me this one when I was about 13 or 14. So that has been my tried and true deck. This deck knows my energy and gives me the most accurate readings of all. And then I have the book. You could tell this is old. She gave this to me as well. And it has been read through and read through. The first half of it is ripped out of its spine. But it's still very much loved. Got a bookmark that I made. Yes, love this one. This is my go-to. Now, the most recent one that I got is, hold on here, I've got it, see, I've got them all in this basket here. So, that's pretty handy. I'm sorry if I keep focusing in and out. Nothing I can do about it. So, the most recent one that I got is this one here, the Fairy Oracle. This is the second deck of fairy ones that I have. I have not played around with these. I've looked at them and I have saged them. And by sage, this is sage here. You always want to sage your tools before you use them. Anything that you do magical-wise, spirit-wise, energy-wise, you want to sage before and after. So nothing negative comes through and attacks and attaches itself to you. That is a good tip, especially at 3 o'clock in the morning when the energies are a little strange. Okay, so this is what this deck looks like. It's like night moth or butterfly on the back. And then they're just very colorful cards. Got a unicorn, little kid, fairy. Yeah, all kinds of neat cards. These ones are, I feel these, I don't know, I like to use my cards by season. I know that might be strange. For serious readings, I always go to my original Rider-Waite deck because that one has been working with me, and I've been working with it for so long that I know the cards and I know the energies of the cards, and vice versa, they know me. So It's just a good match, and it's reliable when I need like reliable real answers. So like say if somebody wants their cards read that's never had their cards read, I usually go for the Rider-Waite deck because it gives the most accurate readings. Okay, and so the next deck, I'll do the next fairy one that I've got, which actually, oh, this is the fairy one right here. So it comes in a box like this. This one is called the Fairy, just the Fairy Tarot. Now these ones I have messed with. And see, they're by Doreen Virtue, and she writes books on magic as well. So if you need some pointers on what to read, if you're into like witchcraft and Wicca, all that, she's a really good author for books on that subject. So I'll show you those cards really quick. I have them in this right here, this velvet tarot bag. And these got like a silver side. This is the back. And then these are the cards. These have, instead of like in each deck, they've got different layouts. There's usually a higher arcana and a lower arcana in every deck, but the theme of that arcana could be different. So like in the original deck, these ones, it is pentacles, cups, wands, swords. In this one, it's spring, summer, winter, fall. So we got like the Page of Winter and the Prince of Winter and all that. So, but these ones are really good. They usually have like, they just have like a small saying right here. Of course, you can't read it, it's probably backwards, but it says, wishes come true, dreams fulfilled, a magical time of life. And of course, if you want a more in-depth explanation on each card, the booklet that comes with each deck, like these little tiny booklets right here, they come with each deck. You know, that's for the little one. Every single pack of cards usually comes with a mini book, so you can get a more deep understanding of like what the card means in general. So because like you don't usually go through reading, when you read cards, you don't just like pull up the card and then look through the book and see what it says. You know, you use the book as like a jumping point for what you interpret for that specific situation. You never want to just like generalize a reading and use just like the textbook information on the card, because you know the card is just like, it's just, to me it's like it gives you just like a feel for what the card means, but you can apply where that meaning, you know, what end of the scale of that meaning you need to apply to the reading you're giving. And so the next book that I have, our deck, is the Book of Thoth, the Aleister Crowley Book of Thoth. And I've had this deck for quite some time as well. I think I got this deck when I was about 18. And this one is quite complicated. There's all different types of layouts you could do. The most traditional tarot layout is the Celtic Cross, and I will show you what that looks like here. It's usually in all the books, but I'll just show you a quick. Okay, this is the Celtic Cross right here. So you've got one card in the center, which signifies who you're reading about, whether it be yourself or another person. And then the card you set on top of that card is like your obstacles, the obstacles facing that person. And then we've got below him, which is what, okay, so it goes 1, 2, and then 3 is on top. Okay, 3 is What crowns him? Number 4, what is beneath you? Number 5, what is in the past? Number 6, what is in the future? Number 7, it puts the question into perspective. So this right here, out of all your cards that you lay out, this one will answer your question directly. This one is environmental factors, so like how other people see you, how other people perceive the situation. This one, 9, sorry. 9 is how you see yourself in this situation. And then this is the final outcome. So that's, but you can also do like a 3 spread. So like past, present, future. You could specifically work with jumper cards, which jumper cards is when you're shuffling the deck and like one card pops out. And usually when that happens, it's like a message from spirit. It's a message from your higher self. It's a message from, just like the energy of the cards to say, hey, this card means something. So usually when a card jumps out at you, you want to pay attention to that because it usually pertains to whatever you're asking the cards. And then you could also do like super complicated spreads. Like you could do, which I never really do the complicated ones unless somebody really wants that or you want to do that for yourself. I suggest not reading for yourself over and over and over again because your cards get a feel for your energy. So if you do intend to use your cards on yourself, I suggest that you sage every time that you do it. Sage yourself and then sage the cards before and after you use them. Just to clear out any thought patterns that may stick, get stuck to your cards, the energy-wise, because that can happen and that can affect future readings. Okay, and the last deck that I've got is this mini one. I do believe that I got this from like a Barnes & Noble, I think. You see, it's got the mini book in here, which it comes out. So it's got this mini book. And these cards are so simple. Like, they are one of the most plain and bland cards, but they're cute, I guess, So it's like these. This is the back. And then it's like this. It's just like a picture. Single picture. Quick explanation. Or quick summary. Nothing fancy. I mean, they're cute for like, if you want to do it like a quick reading that you don't really have to put much thought into. This is a good one. But yeah, those are my tarot cards and my books and my tips that I have for anyone who would like to read tarot or start getting into tarot. I mean, it's really fun, and it's not even about devil worship or evil. They have no evil associated with them. In fact, they used to be considered a card game back in the, medieval times. It was just like a thing people did. But now, thanks to organized religion. Oh, I got one more deck. I didn't even see these. Okay, hold on. These ones are Past Life Oracle cards by Doreen Virtue. Again, she did the fairy ones. And these ones are cool. Now, the difference with oracle cards and tarot cards is oracle cards are more for giving you ideas about things so you can use those as a starting point. Whereas tarot cards are a lot more specific to certain situations, certain energies, things like that. So like the Past Life Oracle cards, you shuffle and shuffle and shuffle. And these are actually with all cards. You shuffle until you feel like you should stop. And then you cut the cards 3 times. So you lay them out and you go 1, 2, 3. And then you pick them back up in whatever order you please. And then you flip the card. And then whatever you flip over, unrequited love. So, you know, I don't think this pertains, you know, this is obviously doesn't pertain to me, but like, you know, if I were doing a reading on myself or somebody else, these could actually help because they deal with like things from a past life that are still plaguing you in this life. So these are really helpful. If you're having trouble processing or dealing with a certain situation, you could ask like, what am I dealing with in this life that is carried on from a past life? And these could really help you in situations like that. So if you guys would like to learn more about tarot, I'd be more than happy to do more videos and show you, you know, what I know about tarot. And if you like my videos, go ahead and subscribe. I'm going to be making videos. Well, I make videos every day. And I hope to see you back on my next video. See you guys.